Hey crafty people, it's Tasha. Welcome back to my channel. If you like this video, then please do give me a thumbs up. And if you aren't already, then I would love it if you would consider subscribing. Today, I've got a quick how to clean your stamps. So I'm showing you here, I've got some very well loved stamps. This set that I've got, I've stamped with Catherine Pooler inks. Now, Catherine Pooler inks are phenomenal, but they will stain your stamp. But as you can see, I've shown you, there's no, the actual stamp is stained, but nothing is going to come out of it. So sometimes you might think that your stamp looks really dirty, but it might just be that. I mean, here, case in point, I used Catherine Pooler Midnight on these, and that black is not coming off, y'all. No way. But it's completely clean. So yeah, sometimes you might find that. I'm just showing you like every tool in my arsenal to try and get it off, to shift it, and it's not coming off. So yeah, just because a stamp looks filthy doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna, there's nothing wrong with that stamp. It's gonna stamp perfectly. If I stamped that in a pale yellow ink, that's all you would see. You will not get that black off. That's one thing about Catherine Pooler's inks. They will not contaminate when, as long as you've stamped it off and it's clean. So my go-to for cleaning everyday stamps is the stamp chamois. I wet it at the start of each of my craft sessions, and then I have this little glass tub box thing that I put it in. You want to make sure that when you finish crafting for the day, you leave it out for it to air and dry, because otherwise you're going to have a stinky chamois. And it is amazing, and it does work with just water. Crazy. For something a bit more heavy duty, I like Hero Art's stamp cleaner, and that I've never had anything that can't shift. So for really, really messy jobs, I have got that stamp scrubber as well. I don't generally use it because I find I don't need to, but if, I've been, some of my older stamps that I'd sort of use and just put straight back in the pack and use, and the ink's built up on a bit, then yeah, I will use the scrubber, and just spritz a little bit of the Hero Arts cleaner onto the scrubber and just scrub your stamp, and that will get almost anything off. So I think that my reasoning behind doing this, because I film and then do the voiceovers after, and I think what I was showing was that with like a standard dye ink, which Altenews inks are, the stamp chamois and water is plenty enough to clean your stamps off. Even though I know it makes no sense, because if you just used a normal cloth and water, you wouldn't get that result. But there's something about the chamois. It's a strange texture. My daughter calls it alien skin. And it is fantastic. It works so well. So showing you here, my favourite black ink to use is the Obsidian by Altenews. That sometimes doesn't come off brilliantly with just water and the stamp chamois. It can leave behind a bit of a residue, so that's when I would use the Hero Arts spray. You can also use that spray on red rubber stamps as well as clear stamps, which is why I had that red rubber stamp out as well. So I hope that answers at least a few of your questions on how best to clean your stamp. And if you like this video, then please consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. Have a lovely, safe, happy, wonderful week. Stay crafty. Bye.